Amy, is this your first training being on? It is. Okay. So unmute yourself. So hang on. And Veronica, this is not your first one, is it? Have I introduced you already?
I don't think so.
Okay, this is your first one too. And everybody else has been here. So Amy Kanzler has, I'll introduce her first. So she has been using the products for, oh gosh, you're going to have to unmute. You're going to have to help me tell your story because I know it's been a while. You're muted, honey. Let me see. I just sent you a thing to unmute yourself. Are you there? Can you see where I asked you to, where I sent you? There you go.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay,
so
sorry.
How long have you been using the products? It's been a while.
It's been since last April.
So a year. And so
yes.
She has been a customer, happy customer for a year. She's done really well. And you've lost how much?
Well, I ended up throwing the scales out, but I'm down 1 pant size and I feel amazing. And I've lost lots and lots of inches.
Yes, she has. And so she has decided here recently, she's helped a few people down the road, but she's decided here recently that she is ready to do this thing and has realized what a big gift it is and how much
yes.
other people could use it. And so we all in this time. So I'm excited and welcome to our little frontline group. And then,
thank you.
And then Veronica and I have known each other for a couple of years, but I have known her husband almost all my life. He was best friends with my cousin growing up. So instantly, we had an instant connection, an instant friendship. And she has just got the greatest spirit. She's got the greatest daughter. Her daughter is amazing. And she is, I consider her one of my dear friends. I love her very, very much. And she has been a distributor for, okay, help me out. A year? Is it
probably a year? Yeah.
Yeah. And you're a manager.
Yes.
You didn't hit silver yet. Yep. So
no.
She is a manager and she is a go-getter. I'm going to tell you, she has got that drive and determination and she just got to quit her job like recently.
Yes.
It's been awesome. A few months now, several months.
Yeah. It's been probably about 5.
Yeah. And so she is ready to go and do this too. She's had a lot of crap happen in the last 6 months. So it's kind of halted a little bit, but it's all.
I'm ready now.
Ready now. We all good. We all in. So the other ones is Michelle's from Wisconsin, and I introduced her the other day, and she is she's a silver manager, and Stacy is from New Mexico, and she is, oh gosh, I can't wait for y'all to talk to her and meet her. She is amazing and just a go-getter for sure. And then Tammy is from Dahlonega, and Tammy is about to blow this thing up too. She's about to hit her quick start bonus, I would say probably in the next couple of days. So there you go. That's everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey. Okay. So today we've talked about the adventure page. We've talked about how important getting this in front of your audience is. So we've talked about adding friends and how to add quality friends. So if y'all have not watched these videos, go back and watch them. They're all posted on the Frontline Leaders page. So we've talked about that. We've talked about how to earn your commission. You need 120 points each month. You need one lifetime purchase of 360 points to be completely vested and open up all levels of commission. So if you came in with a blue box, you're good. If you, it doesn't matter if you made 3 purchases in 1 month, as long as they totaled 360, then you're good. So we talked about how to get the commission. We talked about the difference between rapid rewards and residual earnings. We talked about daily pay and when you get paid. We talked about posting to your stories on Facebook, posting to the adventure page, making videos, going live. And I'm just going to stop right there for just a second and halt because Tammy and Alicia Ivy, they have become very, very proficient with this. And in the last week, they have both been signing up some big, like, ultimates. So, and they've got a lot of people in chats from these. It's the scariest thing you'll ever do in your life, but it puts you in front of the people who know you so they can see your emotions. They can see how you speak. They can see your conviction. They can see your belief. They can see your passion, and you're not just writing words on a keyboard. So it makes you real, so that, because this is a relational business. And if you become relational to them, and if you become a real person to them versus just some words on a keyboard, it's easier for them to pass by that than for them to really see what you're saying and the belief in your voice. Because when you believe in something like you guys do, or you wouldn't be doing this. Every single one of you have a story. I don't care if you started yesterday. If you have a story, if somebody started yesterday, they still have a story because they were at a certain point and they made the decision to say yes. That is a story. That is something that they can say, I believe that this is going to work, and why they believe it's going to work. So, which leads us into the duplication for today. But then we talked about goals. Thursday night or Wednesday night, whenever we did this, we talked about goals, and we talked about how important it is to make you a plan, have a vision, write it down, share it, because that makes your likelihood of achieving those goals exponentially higher than just having it in your head. Seeing it, saying it, writing it down, having it somewhere. So if you want to achieve whatever rank it is that you want to achieve this month, then write it down somewhere and speak it into yourself every single day. Tell yourself, I am manager. I am silver manager. I am gold manager. Whatever it is that you want to be, then that's what you need to speak into yourself and say you're going to get it. Because whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So listen to that again. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Because right here is what kills more dreams than anything else, your own head. So get out of your own way, tell yourself you can do it, pour it into yourself and believe it, because you can. And if you need a little bit of help with belief, I've got a lot of it. So I can help you with that until you get your own, for sure. Then we also talked about where you see yourself, like where you see yourself the end of this year. What is the income that you want to achieve by the end of this year? And everybody wrote it down. And we had what would be something that you felt like you accomplished, like that made you feel accomplished. Then we talked about what would be like oh my gosh, I cannot even believe I just did that goal. And then we talked about a holy crap goal, a goal that was just like mind blowing, that you like would fall off of your chair if you ever hit it. And that's what you've got to believe that you can do, because anything is possible. And the only person that sets limits on you is you. So you can do anything you set your mind to. You got to work for it. It's not just going to fall out of the sky. So whatever it is that you want to put into this is what you're going to get out of it. So today we're going to talk about duplication. And this is huge, huge, huge. So I know a lot of times you're just like, well, these are my friends. I mean, I can talk to them, they want to hear from me. They don't really want to hear from you, and so you talk to them instead of putting them in a chat with me. And what happens is they sign up and then they're still not in a chat with me, and they're asking questions that you don't know the answer to. And then I can't go back and see the conversation, go back and see what happens in order to answer those questions. That's one reason that you want to put them in a chat immediately. That's the biggest duplication thing that you can do, is put somebody in a chat with your coach, because you want the people that you're signing up to put them in a chat with you. The second thing is, I will tell you guys that in my coaching chats, up until I changed it now, because I have ex-coach in my coaching chat. Amy, you still may have, and I think Veronica probably has Monica in there. But I want the person that I'm signing up to be able to know that they don't have to do anything. I want them to say, just like I put you in a chat, you can put me in your chats and I'll help that person. So it's all about what you do is what that person's going to do. So all the coaching chats have 3 people in it, whether it's ex-coach or whether it's Monica. Monica is in a lot of them. And I'm going to tell you, I don't need anybody else in my chats. I can do these and run circles around people doing them. I can do them in my sleep, but it's not about me. It's about the person that's in that chat with me. So make sure it also, when you're just getting started, it validates you. It makes the person that you're talking to about these products, it makes them know that you care enough about them to get them in a chat with an expert, and you tell them that, this is my friend Melissa. She helped me get started. She's been doing this for a while. She can help you with any of your questions that I can't answer. Because even though a lot of times, and I can tell you, Veronica's chats I don't touch, Michelle's chats I don't touch, even Stacy is getting to where I don't have to be in hers. Tammy's doing her own. I think Amy's the only one that just started that I'm still helping you with yours. You can do them, but it's not about you. It's about that person. And we want them to immediately start right out of the gate sharing with other people. We don't want them to have to wait and think that they can't do it and make it too hard. It's got to be so simple a child can do this. So when you duplicate, you want to just do just like we're doing here, just each week, just a little bit more and a little bit more, but feed them baby steps. We have got a quick start bonus group. And I don't know I think Tammy's is still in it because Tammy's still in her quick start period. So we put you in anybody that's eligible for their quick start bonus goes into a quick start bonus group. And it's spoon fed. We've got guides up at the top that say click on guide 1 and it will tell you what to do. As soon as you're done with that, you can go to guide 2, which I think it's the same thing. Add everybody to the adventure page, post on your page, and here's your post. This is exactly what you do. Post this, tag me. And then what do you do when somebody asks? And we take you each step by step and just little baby steps so it's not overwhelming to your new person. So we've got that. We've also got the leaders page, which shows that the edification and everybody wants to be patted on the back and feel good and feel good about themselves. They just do. That is what motivates and drives people. And I think our team is really, really good at that. I think our team is really good at, showing people how appreciated they are and showing people, if somebody's working hard, just recognizing them for that. And people don't want, it's drama free. And I think y'all know that. So that's duplicatable too. So keep your drama for your mama, which I guess on here, I would be your mama. So, but don't ever do it down. Don't ever let it flow down on your team. If you've got an issue, if you need to vent, you call me. And when you can call me and be just madder than anything, turn around and get on a live with your team, smile, and everything's hunky-dory, sunshine and roses. And you always want to just elude positivity into your team. You want to make this a place where they can't wait to be. And I would encourage you guys to start a customer thread with the people that you've signed up. So give them information all at one time. You don't want to coach. It's not a coaching thread. Make sure there's a difference in that, because if one person is not doing good, that negativity boils over into everybody else. So you don't want to do a coaching thread. You don't want to do a coaching thread, but a customer thread, kind of like I've got y'all in the frontline distributor thread where I can put all that information in there. But a customer thread would be awesome to give information about promos. And y'all know right now we've got a ton of them. So duplication, whatever you do, your team's going to do, good or bad. If you're negative about stuff, it's just going to roll downhill. If you are leading by example, they're going to follow you. So if you want your team to sign up 5 people every month, sign up 8. So that way you can say, I'm not asking you to do anything that I'm not doing. And so okay, let's pause right there. Who has any questions about any kind of and this is an open forum. Everybody, any question goes, anything goes. Who has a
Hey, okay, Melissa.
Hey.
This is me, Stacy. I just want to encourage the group that Melissa has just really been there for me through thick and thin. I've just had some challenges, sent her way, and she helped me work through them. So I totally agree when she says you need to vent if you're frustrated. And then you realize when you're talking with somebody with such great experience, not all positive, but also bad experiences, we learn from those. She was able to help me with a customer that wasn't very positive. And so I was thankful for that. And I like these encouragements because sometimes you just got to get your feet warm and you're kind of like running in place, but once you take off, you'll take off.
Thank you for that. Yeah. And that's another thing too. And I'm glad you brought that up because Stacy just had somebody return a system, and that can be so frustrating, but you got to take yourself out of it. You've done what you needed to do. It's not about you. It's about that person. And it doesn't matter if you know they need it, if you know you coached them and you did everything you were supposed to do. And I've had somebody lose 13 pounds in 8 days and send their system back because they weren't happy. It's not about you. And you've got to take that out. You cannot take it personally. I don't care if it's your best friend, you've got to separate business from personal. And that's the reason we have that guarantee on there. Even though it sucks, even though you lose a person, it comes with the territory. It doesn't happen often. And that's why the coaching is so important and getting them involved and getting them a place that's exciting to be, because a lot of people will stay just for the social aspect, but it's just, you've got to take yourself out of it. Same thing with somebody telling you no. That's not personal. Nothing is personal. You cannot take anything. I'm sorry, I didn't put my do not disturb on this time. Sorry about that. They keep calling me. You cannot take things personally. A no is not personal. And I know it's awful and it feels like rejection to you, but it's not. It has nothing to do with you. So, and this is what because it used to just, are you kidding me? You're going to sit there and say all these things that you need this. I've got something and you're not going to use it. Family's the worst. I'm just going to tell you right now. Family is the worst because you know they need it and they reject you and reject what you have, even though you know it would help them. You've got to take it. You've got to take your own personal feelings out of it. It's just like if you went to a great restaurant or went and saw a great movie and you tell your friend, oh my gosh, you have got to go eat there, or you have got to go see this movie, and they don't go, does that offend you? It doesn't bother you because it's, you just told them you've got to treat this the same way. You tell them about these amazing products and you know they will help them. That's the process. You've got to divorce the response. Marry the process, divorce the response, because that's on them. And you just keep telling them over and over and over, and you do what you're supposed to do, and then let them decide when they want to. And I see Stacy's hand up. Go ahead, girl.
So you brought up an interesting point, because had she not been fully satisfied with her refunds and whatnot, and a lot of the times, I mean, they have to come up with, this is their journey. So it cannot be blamed on anybody else if it didn't fall through. And one of the complaints was a subscription that goes through monthly. And she said she didn't know about it and all this other stuff. And I said, well, did you check your email? And so I'm trying to be positive and say, okay, kind of putting the accountability on her as well. But before that had happened, she had said that if this doesn't go through, she made like all these threats. She was going to just totally slam social media with, what this company is about. And so I was worried about that, because I was like, the company's been good to me. And because of your own personal journey and your own personal commitment or lack thereof, now you're going to go and basically troll me when I'm going to start, doing videos and this didn't work or whatnot. So obviously corporate was very sweet with her, very accommodating with her. I was sweet with her. I told her that what Melissa said. Melissa said, you know what, sorry that this maybe not have worked out, but at this time, but she's willing to do everything she can to help me get the refund, blah, blah, blah. And so she felt, catered to. But I just wanted to ask you, what happens if obviously you run into a disgruntled, prospective client or customer, and then they start bashing you or trolling you, or, do you have that option to block them?
Oh, it happens all the time. It's happened to me. And I wouldn't say all the time. It's probably happened to me, I would say 4 or 5 times over the last 6 years. And you know what? Your reputation precedes you. People are not going to listen to BS. They're not. They're going to see right through it. It's just like with your genuinity. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word or not. I love making up words. I make them up all the time. But
genuineness,
whatever it is. But people see through the crap. They're going to see. They know you. And if you're present on there and you build these relationships and you're upfront and you're honest, and the truth always wins. Truth never changes. What my husband says, truth never changes ever.
I remember one time you got somebody went after you, and that's why your team the team jumped on it.
Oh yeah, I remember that too. Yeah, I had somebody, and this, oh my gosh, this lady called corporate. She was messaging all the executives in the whole company. She was messaging everybody in my team, and she was crazy, like full on bat crazy. And that's why the team aspect's so important too, because like Kevin just said, my team jumped all over her. I didn't have to do a thing. I just sat back and watched, but my team jumped all over her because, they knew that it was all crap. And it happens. And again, don't take it personally. Just act like you can't fix stupid. That's what I'm going to tell you. You can't fix stupid. And if somebody's going to act stupid like that, then go on with it. And yeah, she got blocked from everything. And if anybody does anything like that, they get blocked from every page, never to come back. And she ended up calling and apologizing and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, nope, I ain't got time for it. And you don't either. You don't have time for anything like that in your business. And yeah, I'm so sorry that's happened to you, Stacy, too. And, I just don't see, friends don't do that to friends, no matter what happens. You know what I mean? So it's not cool. It is good experience. That's what Kevin said. It's good experience. Now, you know how to deal with it. Our customer service is the greatest thing. And why I love this being a referral business, because we don't have to deal with complaints. We don't have to deal with refunds. Our customer service handles all that, and they are the best. They are the best of the best. So I'm just like, and then that way you take yourself out of it, and you just tell them, look, I just referred it to you. You paid them. They sent you the products. Here's their number. They're going to take good care of you. If they don't, let me know, and we'll help you out. So does that make sense? Everybody get on that? Yay. I don't know what happened to Amy. I think she dropped off. There she is. I thought I lost you. Okay. So the next thing, so duplication. Duplication is huge. Your attitude is huge. You've got to take the personal feelings out of somebody rejecting you. It's not a rejection on you. It's just that individual. So love them through it. Love them where they are. And it's just like Stacy said, the lady returned it. She was so ugly, but Stacy said, here you go. Here's the information. If you ever want to come back, we're going to be here, but you ain't going to be ugly like that. We ain't going to put up with that.
I actually was on the conference call with her. So I called ahead corporate, and because I wanted to make sure, but I also know, like, again, I'm learning. So I like to be thorough, but I also like the fact when you told me, you know what, I don't handle complaint compartments. I did my best, and you just give them the number. So I wanted to do that, but I also wanted to make sure that I wanted to see her to the end to make sure that she wasn't going to try and whatever, that she was felt that she was listened to, because that's 90%. Some people feel like they're not listened to. So she was listened to. The other 10% was her, refund. And so I told her, she left with a good attitude, and she was like, I said, maybe it's not your time now. I said, but that may change down the road. And another friend told me what you had said, like, you know what, that's your friend and they wouldn't do that. And it kind of caused me to question, but then again, don't take it personal. And then my friend just said, she's just going to see those results on you. That's what she's going to see. She's not going to see about anything else except how it's working on you. And it's been working on me, and you can't deny that.
Yep. Well, you got doctor's proof. So, yep. And that's the whole thing. It's just, people are just, there is they are the ones that did not follow the program. They are the ones that did not do what they were supposed to do, but they're not going to blame themselves. So they've got to have something to blame. So they're going to blame the system. They're going to blame the products. They're going to blame you. I've had somebody tell me that, they're returning it because I just did not give them what I told them I was going to give them. And okay, sorry, love you. See you later. Tammy?
Yeah, I was going to say, the one thing that I've come to the realization of in this process is not everybody is at the same place or journey that we're at in our health. And we have to respect that, because until they are in that place, they're not going to do the commitment, because it is a commitment. You have to decide and say, okay, I'm all in. I want to do this, as difficult as it may be to just eat this and eat that. To begin with, once you get to your goal weight, then you can start bringing things back in a little at a time, but not everybody's in that place. And even though they may think they are, it may take them, just like with you, I reached out to you, I don't know how many times, but, and it took me multiple months before I finally was all in. And it was just because I was tired. I was tired of feeling the way I did, feeling the way I looked. So until that happens, they're not going to commit to it. So.
Yeah, because the box ain't gonna work sitting on their counter. I can promise you that. And I have a lady that she just sent me a message. She bought an Ultimate a year ago, and she sent me a message, and she said, no, she actually bought an Ignite a year ago. She sent me a message just a couple of days ago that said, I've got all this product. Will you, I'll sell it to you for $100. And I said, well, send me what you have left and let me see. Girl, y'all, she had not opened any of it. It was a brand new box. A year. She had it a year. And I mean, I'm just like, that's proof right there that people, you can't sell this product to somebody and make them buy it, because if they're not ready to put the human aspect and the human, their own, what they need to do into it, it's not going to work sitting on a counter. And I mean, it's awful. So the shelf life, I think the expiration date is about a year out, but it's just like medication. It'll, except for the juice. The only thing that I wouldn't do is the juice, but I've bought products from people that had already expired and they work just as good. So I think there's about 2 years after the expiration date is probably still, I still have zinc packets and XR2. I still take XR2 that expired over a year ago too. So it's just same thing like medicine. It just, I don't think it's as potent as it once was, but it's still good. I'm certainly not going to throw it away. If anybody's got any expired stuff that they're going to throw it away, send it my way. I ain't wasting no product, I'm going to tell you. So, but yeah, I could not believe that. I couldn't believe that she had not even opened it. And I checked on her all the time. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Yeah. I mean, and when I talk to her about how much she's lost and all that kind of stuff, just ignores me, but never started it. So I told her, I'm not going to buy it back, that you are going to open it and you're going to take this today. And she did. So this was yesterday. So hopefully she's going to do something. Oh my gosh. So let's move on from duplication. So again, we kind of got off that track. Duplication, you're going to duplicate down. So anything you do, your team's going to duplicate. So if you're sponsoring, your team's going to sponsor, which is what I'm going to talk about next. That needs to be, I don't care if you've got a team with, 2 rock stars, 5 rock stars on it. You have got to continually build your front line. So sponsoring is the most important thing that you can do, which is amazing with this company because you can build wide. There's no limit to how far out you can go. So you want to continually sponsor because, and I read something last night and it said, out of 100 people that you sign up, and I wish I had this written down, 20, I think it's, okay, so yeah, 100 people that you sign up, I think it was 20 people say they want to do something. 5% actually make $500 or more. So it'd be 100 people. 20 of them will be distributors. 5 of them will actually make $500 or more, and only 1 will stay longer than a year. So if you're 100 people, y'all, that's a lot of people to sign up to get 1. But that's why you've got to continually frontline sponsor, because if you're only signing up like 5 people every 3 or 4 months, it's going to take you a long time to find that 1, unless you just get lucky like I have. Look at all y'all. So, but I will tell you, it's not luck. I personally sponsor an average of 30 people every single month. I work my butt off, and I think all of y'all know that. And I really work hard at getting people signed up and getting people their quick start bonus. That is what my goal is. My goal is to get people signed up and get them to share immediately. And that's how you get to, I strive every single month to get to manager outside of anything any of y'all have done. So on my own, I want to start at 0 points, and I want to get to manager or higher every single month outside of anything, because I got to executive the first time by hitting manager. Manager's the first step. So if I can hit manager every month outside of anything anybody has done, then chances are it's going to help me, get higher in the ranks faster, which is, it's not really fast, but 6 years, but okay. If it takes me another 6 years to get to the next rank, okay, I don't care. I am loving this. I'm making crazy money. And Tammy just said, I've signed up 2 of the 8-day systems. Does that count towards my quick start? No. One person has to buy 120 points. But if they come back and buy another one before your quick start date is up on, I think it's on the 17th, then yes, that will count. So they just need another 60 points. You can't put 2 together to count as one. It's got to be one person. So sponsoring is huge, huge, huge. You don't ever want to stop sponsoring, and you want to set a goal for yourself each month and I would say at least 5. My goal is 10 each. I will not have a month below 10. The last month in the last, I think 2 years was December, and I had 9. So, and I was not happy, but 10 should be a minimum. I mean, if you can sign up 10 people in a month and you can get to, what is that, 20%? So one of them decides to be a distributor out of 10, because I think that's what we just determined was the percentage. So, or 2 of them. So 100 would be 20. So 10 would be 2. 2 of them become a distributor. Work with those people to help them do exactly what you're doing, duplicate exactly what you're doing, get their quick start bonus, then help them get to manager, then help them get their people to quick start bonus and get them to manager, then help. And it just blows down, but you teach them so you can continually work for the next person. Does that make sense? Okay. Who has questions? Because I know y'all have to have questions. Or who has experiences that they want to share that, Veronica and Michelle, y'all have both been here a while. Is there anything that y'all have run across or that y'all want to share that could help everybody else?
I'm trying to get on here.
Okay.
In my beginning, I did have several kits that were sent back, and that is the key thing, is to not take it personal. You just keep going, there's an extra one I need to get. So it just don't take anything personal is my key thing.
Yep. That's it. Michelle? Hello, you're muted.
I'm pretty much the same. So I'm doing my errands. So I'm in the store. But I pretty much have the same thing. I had quite a few people send their kits back, and of course didn't take it personally, but and I feel like my part is I wasn't doing my due diligence of training them the way I should. That's why I'm in here listening, because I need to get better at that. So that's what I'm working on.
And Michelle's got her a little rock star on her team. Kevin Strasberg he's actually doing really good these last 2 months, and he is just I think that he's got a whole new outlook on it too. So I'm really excited about where he's going too. So, and it helps keep you motivated when you have somebody doing it with you, and it's just like a team thing. And he's been making some great posts. Did you see the one he posted on his page about the contest?
Yes, I did, because I was going to use it.
I know. I know, it was really good. But I think it just gets you so excited when you've got somebody that you see that you've signed up that is actually, excited about this. It just helps. It helps your enthusiasm, and it helps your motivation, and it just gets a little fire built up underneath you that you just can't wait to, let's just go with it. Yep.
I'm making myself in competition with him.
I know. So I'm going to tell you guys something, and I know that this is going to go over. So we've got the Up the Rank Challenge. And I hope you guys have seen that. So everybody who ups your rank from last month is going to be in a drawing for $200. And if we hit Silver Executive, I'm going to up that to $1,000. Well, with my front line, if anybody in my front line ups their ranks, you're going to be in your own personal drawing for $200 outside of the team. So I'm going to do a $200 drawing for this team, period. Anybody on my front line. So you guys are going to have your own little thing and a bigger incentive to up your rank for sure. So it doesn't matter what rank you stand at. It's whatever you ended at last month. So if you didn't hit manager last month, you just got to hit manager this month. If you hit manager last month, you got to hit silver manager this month. So, and I'll tell you, it's not going to do anything but help you guys grow. And you definitely want to get those 2,400 points so you can get that double 8-day pack. I mean, that should be a minimum for y'all anyways. And if you do that, you're at manager. So, and then help somebody else do that, because your new starts can earn those as well. So tell them, you want to earn you want to get a free 8-day jump start. Let's help 3 people get an ultimate. And there you go. You've earned yours. Or help, however that 1,200 points looks. Who cares how they get it? Just help them get it. This is going to be good. They can sign up 20 jump starts. Who cares? 1,200 points is 1,200 points. Be a lot less work to sign up 3 ultimates than it would 20 jump starts, but whatever works. So anybody else got anything before we leave? Let me see if there's oh yeah, the IPA accountabilities. I put them in here. And just so you guys know, we have got an accountability group for our front line, for this team only, for just the ones that I coach. We started it, I don't know, a couple of days ago, and there's 4 people in it. And if you guys want to be in that accountability group, just let me know. I'll put you in there, and it's just to be accountable to each other, to do what you're supposed to do daily. And I don't think anybody responded yesterday. Hello. So you guys have got to put in there what you're doing so that you can be accountable to each other. And if you see somebody not responding, call them out, because that's what accountability is. So if you guys want to be in that, it's going to be amazing. And I think it's going to really help this group take things to the next level for sure. So if you want to, you can let me know now, or you can PM me and I will just throw you in there. And the IPA Google Doc is in there as well. All right. So anybody got anything else? Anyone? Okay. I love you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic day. If you need me, I'm available all day. I'll be working all day.